Welcome to a new episode of Positive Talk Daily. We're on YouTube at Mr. Positive Live. We're also on TikTok at Mr. Positive Live. Please click on the bell icon here on YouTube and get notified when we go live, post new videos, and much more. It helps us out and it spreads the word about the Mr. Positive Live YouTube page. We're continuing with our scammer alert videos this week. We're talking about online dating scams. Online dating scams are very common across Facebook dating, maybe any other dating application you're using. It could be Match.com, PlentyOfFish.com. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of online dating apps. These dating applications can be very, can be very devastating to people that fall for these types of scams. And today on Positive Talk Daily, we're going to go over why some of these scams can be so devastating. A lot of people do the online dating here in 2025 because it's the quickest way you can meet people without going out in crappy weather, going to a bar, or going out to a grocery store, or going out to meet somebody new. Online dating is the new way of meeting your loved one or meeting your new significant other. But how can you avoid these types of scams? There are tons of online dating scams. We're going to go over a few today, discuss how you can avoid these types of scams because they're very common in 2025. Some of the more common scams you're going to find is someone messages you out of the blue. You might not know this person. They might send you a message in your inbox. Sometimes they can just do it simply over Facebook Messenger. It doesn't always have to be on a dating app. It can also be over Instagram. I have gotten many of these types of messages over the years. Woman claiming to be from Asia, woman claiming to be from, Ghana, woman claiming to be here from the United States. There are so many scams, and a lot of them have very little followers, especially on Instagram or even Facebook. There's a lot of different scams going around, but especially on social media and online dating apps. A lot of these scams, or a lot of these scammers target the free online dating applications that are 100% free. That might have a VIP tier, or they might want you to sign up for like an option where you get more likes, more perks if you sign up and pay. But most of the free dating apps are like PlentyOfFish.com, Tinder, and Bumble. And a lot of these ones are where a lot of these scammers infiltrate. And every dating app, I don't care if you have to pay, has scammers. Now, the free tier, you're always going to have bots, scammers. You're going to have someone who is doing crypto scams, pig butchering scams, and things like that. And these are the types of scams you want to try to avoid. A lot of times, it's going to be a beautiful, exotic woman from overseas, someone who does a lot of traveling, someone claims that has a lot of money, someone that claims that they don't need your money, but they need your help to either invest in crypto. A lot of times they're going to build up your trust. A lot of these scammers will build up your trust, talk to you for a couple of weeks, maybe even a few months before they start to get you to start believing that they are a real person. Now, common warning signs to any online dating scam is going to be number one, poor grammar. If their grammar is terrible, that's number one. Number two, they're not willing to video chat with you. If they're not willing to video chat with you, they may have excuses like my phone's broke, I don't have minutes on my phone, that type of thing. Number three, they may claim that they need minutes for their phone. If they're claiming they need payment or any sort of money up front, or they need money, chances are it's a scam. If you've never met in person, don't send anybody any money if you've never met in person or even video chatted. Okay. Number four, if they are persistent on getting you to do, say, crypto, signing up for some bogus website, or having you go off of the main dating app to, say, WhatsApp or Telegram, there's a very good chance that they're scamming you. If they're telling you that they need money up front, they're hungry, there's an emergency, anything like this, This is a red flag, and that's number 5. Anybody asking for payment up front, if you've only started chatting with the person, let's say you just started chatting in the first few minutes, all of a sudden they're asking you to go from the main website to, or a main app to, say, a third-party application, that is a red flag. If you don't even know their name, place of where they live, that sort of thing, especially the country they're living in, they claim they're living in the United States. There's also things you can do to ask these people, especially on an online dating app. Ask them about the area they're from. Then go in and start asking them things about their city, like, ooh, what do you like to do for fun, that type of thing. If they claim they're in your city, ask them about places you go in your city. What are your favorite places? And see if anything matches up. Because a lot of these scammers are just going to Google everything, and if it takes them a while to respond back, chances are it could be a scammer. A lot of these scammers will say they're in the military. This is another common one where they claim they're in the military and they're overseas and they can't really video chat because, their commander tells them they can't do this, or, they can't do so much. Scammers like this are normally out of Nigeria. A lot of these scammers are in very poor countries that are very undeveloped and don't really have the best resources. So they're going to claim they're in Iraq. Wherever there's a war going on, they're going to tell you that. They're going to tell you they're a 5-star sergeant. I've seen plenty of those scams going on. I need a Green Dot Money card. I need an Apple gift card. A lot of these times, these are scammers from Nigeria that are claiming to be military, ex-military, or whatnot. There's scams going around claiming that they have gold bars and they need this gold bars sent to you, so they're going to need funds up front. A lot of these scammers will claim that they need payment up front. They will use you as money laundering or a money meal. You see this a lot on other YouTubes where they talk about money laundering or a money meal. Basically, you're used as someone to send money from another scam to another person who's being scammed to you, then send back to them overseas. Money mule is illegal. Becoming a money mule is also considered against the law, and you can go to jail for a long time. So you got to watch out for someone who's, maybe you're met on a dating app that's asking you, they have gold bars and they need to send you some funds. This is another typical online dating scam that a lot of people don't realize they're being duped into sending money to them. The fake dating celebrity scam. We see a lot of this going on right now where these scammers pretend to be celebrities and they want to send you, they want to meet with you. They want you to be part of their VIP club. A lot of times people on social media applications like Instagram will get targeted with this scam, or even Facebook on other hands. If you're messaged by Ashton Kutcher, which obviously if they don't have a blue check mark by their name, even scammers are finding ways to even duplicate this using AI. And, there are other ways you can tell if they're scamming, because no celebrity in their right mind is going to ever ask you for money. Okay? If they're millionaires and they're a celebrity, more than likely they already have money. So why do they need your money? Always think about that psychologically. If you ever get a message from someone out of the blue that claims to be a celebrity or a singer, you see this a lot. And this is one of the more common ones on dating apps and social media. There are so many scams out there. It's really, really hard. A lot of them ones right now that are big are Bitcoin scams. Bitcoin scams are huge. And probably the largest number of people who falling for scams think they're really going to make money. And that's why I always go back to the pig butchering scams, is when they try to build up the trust to the point where it's so devastating that they're able to get you to send them $10,000, $3,000, and they make it look like you're making an investment when really it's going into their account and they're getting rich and stealing your hard-earned money. Now, these types of scams have been going on for a very, very long time. Now, how can you avoid these types of scams is really the typical issue. Okay, I'm going to give you my warning signs and red flags right now, though. Like I said, number 5, poor grammar. If the grammar is poor, that's number 5. Poor grammar is usually a pretty good example of a online dating scam. Okay, number four. If they're not willing to video chat with you, if they say, "Hey, my phone's broke," my camera's not working great. They claim they're using an iPhone or something. If they're not willing to video chat with you, stop talking to them immediately. Number three, number three, if they're not willing to send a photo, have them do something interesting in the photo. Maybe have them go like this, have them put like a plus sign up or peace sign, have them do the peace sign, have them send a quick video saying your name or something. If they're not willing to do either a video call with you or even send a photo of you doing something or claiming, a lot of times scammers will Photoshop pictures. We see this a lot as well. They'll do deep fakes. They'll take a person's still photo, put it into some software, and make it look like it's talking to you. Be careful for that. A lot of people do fall for that. Number two, deep fakes. Someone pretends to use a voice cloning software or AI voice cloning. They can make it sound like, especially a celebrity. A lot of times we see this with celebrity scams where they pretend to be, Alicia Silverstone or Britney Spears or anybody that's big in the celebrity world. They'll pretend to be that person by mimicking the voice of that person. Got to be very careful. And number one, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. The biggest one is if they're taking this, if you're on the dating app and they're taking they want you to take the chat from, say, the main chat or the app that you're on using to, say, Telegram or WhatsApp or any of those third-party applications, the chances are there's a good chance it's a scam. And that's if it's immediately, okay? There are ways to protect yourself from these online scams. Don't do online dating in the first place. I know a lot of people like online dating. I used to do it all the time. I don't do it anymore. I've used apps like plentyoffish.com over the years, Tinder, Meet Me, and a lot of these applications are just infiltrated by Nigerian scammers from India, and all over the world, even here in the United States. So you got to be careful. And, like I showed you all those warning signs. If they're not willing to video chat with you, if they're not willing to send you photos doing something special in there, sending like some sort of keyword or something, they're fake, okay? They're not willing to video, like voice, if they're not willing to video chat, but even doing voice, talking over the phone, it's another red flag. If they only got very few followers, let's say you add them on Instagram and they've got very low numbers, I always say take the photo they give you and put it into, say, Google Images, or you can use Social Catfish, which is another website. They also have a YouTube channel. Go check them out. You can always put their images into Social Catfish's website and see if it's a real account or not, see if it's linked to other accounts on other dating apps. So, if they claim to be in the military, end conversation immediately. If they claim to be Bitcoin specialists. Also, another red flag is, especially with the Bitcoin scams and the pig butchering scams, if they claim they're a financial expert, anything like this is another red flag. If all they're talking about is how they make money and how they travel the world, it's a red flag. Nobody should be talking about their financial information. If they're asking you about financial information, how much money you make, end the conversation immediately. For Mr. Positive Live, I'm Mr. Positive. Do not fall for an online dating scam.